Hello and welcome to another drive today. Behind me here I have the brand new Land Rover Discovery, and although at first glance there isn't a lot of change, what it has got is new LED headlights, a new grille, slightly new bumpers, and that's really it externally. What's quite good is what's under the hood. It has a 3-litre mild hybrid engine, the diesel one I'm driving today. And what the mild hybrid does is gives it more performance. It's slightly better under the throttle. It also gives it a cleaner engine and a quicker startup for the diesel. What I don't like about it, and I just wish they changed it, is the controversial rear offset plate. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I still don't like it. They have ever so slightly changed it with the badge being shifted over, but I still think it would have been better off by having it central. This Discovery has plenty more to show you than what's on the surface, and if you're a business owner, I suggest you watch to the end of the video and find out why this car could be so beneficial to you. Firstly, I think the cabin is vastly improved. I like what they've done with this new system here. They've changed the display, they've changed the operating systems. They've got a new PIVI operating system, an 11.4-inch screen. It does come now standard with a 12-inch digital driver's dash. That's quite a cool feature because that has a setup where you can have either 1 dial or 2 dials, or have a map setting, whichever you rather. I think the map setting is quite nice because when you are doing a long journey and you don't, like this car doesn't have any heads-up display, you don't have to take your eyes off the road for too long and stare down at the screen. You can quite easily catch it whilst you're obviously keeping an eye on your speed, etc., which is a nice feature. The quality in here, I believe, is nicer. The materials I recognise, they're very similar, but for some reason it feels it's been put together a bit better. So this car's done 3,000 miles. Don't really hear rattles or any creaks, which is a good sign for now, so well done Land Rover. The steering wheel has been changed, so that has now got the new Defender type steering wheel. They've also changed some of these buttons as well, which are okay. I quite like the other ones, but yeah, these work for me. The gear stick's changed as well. I was quite a fan of the retractable gear stick, but I know some people weren't. So they've changed that now to one of these handheld ones, and it's still quite nice to hold because it's an electronic one. It doesn't go up and down. It's purely you press the button and direct it where you want it to go. Just beyond that, it's got a wireless charge pad, and it's got plenty of USBs and plenty of storage space underneath here, underneath this armrest as well. The door bins are quite large, but here we go. I'm going around some windier B roads now, and yeah, it's quite an enjoyable drive. You almost forget, A, that you're in a diesel, and B, you forget that it's such a big car. Driving a Range Rover Vogue, for example, some of the older models, you found that you did roll around in them quite a bit. And like I said, even the previous one of these, you rolled around in substantially, but they've seemed to have just balanced that out a little bit better. So the drive itself, I think the biggest improvement for me has been made under the hood. So this one being a mild hybrid, and don't be fooled by the mild hybrid, so it's not going to be like a PHEV where it drives electric alone. It also doesn't give you a massive return, an increase on miles per gallon, so I'm still averaging about 35. But that said, the startup is nicer and smoother, and this being a diesel, you don't really notice it. You only notice it being a diesel when you start putting your foot down, it starts grunting. Other than that, you almost forget it's a diesel. What I also like is that the engine is a 3-litre 6-cylinder 300 brake horsepower engine, so it's pretty quick. I mean, it does 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. With these new diesel engines, it's also quite remarkable that they've actually enabled the car to tow 3,500 kilos, which I think is really good. You know, most cars top to about 3,000. So that extra 500 kilos means you can tow that bit more quite easily, or if you are towing a little bit less, the car would definitely not be struggling. It has got a really cool feature with the tow bar setting, and I will show you that in a minute. This has got the new features like the Defenders have for off-road capabilities. I mean, they've always been great anyway, but with this new system, they've made it that bit better. The wade depth is still at 90 centimeters, and this one I have in particular has got wade sensors. And that's quite clever. It works from the cameras on the side of the rear wing mirrors, and it then will realise or work out where you are with that water depth. So this air suspension system has got plenty of features. It's got ride heights. You can choose from 207mm as normal ride height, and when you're in off-road it goes up to 283mm, which is substantial. You know, it's well over 7 centimeters you can raise it up, and that will give you some decent ground clearance for when you are going off-roading. It has plenty of cameras, so you can see your boulders and make sure you're not running over anything in particular. I had lots of fun playing with all the toys and gadgets in this car. My only frustration is that the system is glitchy, and it did freeze me several times, having to turn the car on and off again to get it going. Now, if you haven't seen the advert already with Jack Whitehall and his dad regarding the towing feature on this car, I suggest you go and watch it now. It's absolutely remarkable, and it really just shows you how good the towing features in this car is. So I wasn't going to try and do it myself because it just wouldn't beat it. It can easily guide you to your tow hook, and with the assist it keeps your load safe on the road. Unfortunately though, sometimes being a Land Rover you will get messages like this one where it says tow bar not available, and it's something that you can live with. Then you will get a lot of cars still with this Discovery. Now, just before I reveal the hidden gem in this Discovery, this car is priced at £58,000, and that might give it away a little bit. In fact, this Discovery, although it looks exactly the same, is a Discovery commercial. The one I'm driving is an SE. It comes with the kitted out bench at the back, but what you can do is get this professionally converted and have seats put back in. You will get the 3 seats in the back for your passengers. It will reduce your storage capacity, but as standard it has a 980 litre capacity anyway, which is absolutely massive, so I don't think you'll be running out of space. So if you're on the market for a car that will give you luxury and practicality and cheap tax, then this one is definitely one for your list.